Oh, howdy there, Captain Barely Slice. Specifically, I'm excited for you. You getting a Scout X excites me, as if I myself was getting a Scout X. I don't know why, but that's what has prompted me to make this video. So, I have no idea if you understand the intricacies of slingshots. So, I'm making this video specifically just in case of that. This is going to be finding your active band length, and that's very important. Basically what that means is how far from your anchor point, which I'm assuming will either be the corner of your mouth or your cheekbone, either or. But basically, how far from there, fully extended with your slingshot out, and that's where your bands are going to hit the wall, where you start feeling that bit of resistance, right? That tells you the bands are maxed out or close to it. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So you get you a length of paracord, right? Hold one in one hand and one in the other. Get to your anchor point that you choose, alright? I recommend starting at the corner of the mouth because it's the most accurate way to get there and stay there and get consistent. And then after you get consistent, play with it if you want, But extend your arm out. Now, what you want to do is measure that piece of paracord. For instance, I have a 30-inch draw length, right? You want 4 to 5 times band elongation. So what you're going to do is take that measurement you got from your paracord and divide it by 4 to 5. Alright, so I would go for the middle ground so that your active band length is actually a touch longer than maxing out, just a touch, right? So that you get a longer band life, you have a smoother draw, right? And you can get on target way quicker. Then you take your bands, right? If you have pre-tied bands, they got a pouch on them. Now, fold that pouch over dead even and pinch it. And now, don't stretch the bands, but pull them out. Measure your active draw length. Get you some scissors and cut those bands dead even, both at one time. Just hold them there. Get you a sharp pair of scissors or a sharp knife and a flat surface that you can cut onto, and cut them at the same time right at that spot. Maybe add a 1/4 inch-ish just to compensate for how much is going to go into your clips, because the Scout X has clips. I don't have screw-on clips, I have fast clips, so I'm just pretend I'm screwing these in there, right? When you put these on, you want it so the little ears where the bands are tied on are facing out. You don't want them getting in the way of the ball in the pouch, right? And you want it so when you pull the bands, it's one flat straight line. You don't want one turned out so that it's wide. You want a skinny little straight line. So make sure your bands are straight when you're putting them in. When you're putting your bands into your clips, you don't want to bunch them up in there. What you want to do is just push them in until they stop, and they stop right there, and screw them in, tighten them down. Don't over tighten and strip out, you'll be fine, they'll hold. Right? And do the other one. now I got mine all set up. And you see how it makes that nice flat line when they're extended? That's good. You want that. That's gonna, your bands and the corner of your forks are what you're gonna use to aim. So when you get there and you put the corner of your fork on the target and you just make that minor adjustment to look down those bands and make sure they're perfectly lined up, and work on your release. Be good out there, brother man. I gotta go stop my kids from murdering each other. Slinger out.